Okay, we'd like to invite Rich Santa, the Eastern Regional Vice President.
Thank you, Paul. I love this event. A little inside joke, I wouldn't miss it for anything. Some of you know what that means. It's my honor to present the Archie League Award winner from the Eastern region. On a cold and cloudy winter day in White Plains, New York, a Mooney departed White Plains Airport to conduct practice IFR approaches when it experienced flight control problems. Brian Rabinowitz, thank you, a controller from the New York TRACON, no claps for, okay. Just making sure, you never know though with those guys. He noticed the pilot wasn't adhering to control instructions. The Mooney stated that he lost his autopilot and GPS, and due to the pilot's tone of voice, Brian declared an emergency for him. After clearing the other aircraft out of the way for the Mooney, and after many control instructions, Brian was able to get the Mooney to visual flight conditions. That Mooney pilot was able to see White Plains Airport and land safely. Brian later found out, and we all found out, the real severity of that incident. That Mooney had a total electrical failure and was using only a compass for navigation. Please play the video.
2 Kilo Romeo, New York departure, your radar contact. Climb and maintain 2,000, say altitude.
1500, we need to re-land, particularly Romeo. I don't want to go above into IFR.
Are you declaring an emergency?
Yes, particular Romeo.
2 Echo Alpha, cancel approach clearance, turn right heading 270, climb to 3,000.
270 up to 3,000, 312 Echo Alpha.
Kilo Romeo, turn left heading 310.
To 310, particular Romeo.
JetBlue 1494 heading 360, slow to 180.
JetBlue 1494, we're going to need the full ILS.
JetBlue 1494, 360 heading, slow to 180. Delay vectors for an emergency.
360 and north, JetBlue 1494.
Remember 142 Kilo Romeo, do you have ground contact? Can you see the ground?
Yes, ground contact with Kilo Romeo.
Do you see the airport?
Do not see the airport. I'm turning to 310.
Make it a 360 heading. I want to set you up for a nice left base.
Sorry, you're asking for a 360 for Kilo Romeo?
2 Kilo Romeo, fly a 360 heading. I'm going to set you up for a nice left base into 16.
360 heading to Kilo Romeo.
Let me know if I'm putting you into some clouds, because obviously I can't see them. So let me know what kind of heading you might need.
Kilo Romeo is in the clouds, yes.
You're currently in IMC conditions?
Affirmative for Kilo Romeo.
Just tell me what kind of issues you're having. I know the tower said you had something with the autopilot. What other issues are you having?
Issue with the autopilot, yes, for Kilo Romeo, as well as GPS.
Okay, so just fly that 360 heading and maintain an altitude. Let's hold it at, you're at 1,800 feet now, so just hold it there on a 360 heading.
I'm holding it to Kilo Romeo.
Echo Alpha, turn right 360.
Right, turn 360 to Echo Alpha.
November 2 Kilo Romeo, where is it clear? Is it clear off your left? Is it clear off your right?
Mostly clear to the left, to Kilo Romeo.
Turn left heading 280.
To 280 to Kilo Romeo.
For 1494 heading 280.
I understand. 280, JetBlue 1494?
Be back correct.
JetBlue 1494.
Number 142 Kilo Romeo, let me know if you pick up the airport.
We'll let you know, Kilo Romeo.
Kilo Romeo, Westchester Airport is 10 o'clock and about 3 miles. You see it out there?
Kilo Romeo is looking.
All right, I want to set you up for an ILS so I can, you think you're going to be able to track a localizer inbound?
I don't believe so. I just need to be set up for a final on 16 if we can, please.
November 2 Kilo Romeo, start descending down a slow, shallow descent and turn left heading 190. Make it about 300 feet a minute.
300 feet a minute, and I'm sorry, what was the heading?
Turn left heading 160. Number 2 Kilo Romeo, turn left heading 160.
Left to 160, Kilo Romeo.
2 Echo Alpha heading 090.
090 for 2 Echo Alpha.
Number 2 Kilo Romeo, continue that airplane down, start slowing it up a little bit.
Calling and continuing down for Kilo Romeo.
Kilo Romeo, make it a 120 heading.
20 to Kilo Romeo.
2 Echo Alpha, 130 heading, I want you to intercept the localizer. 2 Echo Alpha, 130 heading, intercept the localizer.
130 intercept the local, 2 Echo Alpha.
Kilo Romeo, the airport is like 2 miles ahead now, 12 o'clock.
I have the airport, Kilo Romeo.
2 Kilo Romeo, you're cleared to land on runway 16.
For 16, Kilo Romeo, thank you.
2 Kilo Romeo, when you are ready, you can go over to the tower on 118.57.
Tower 21 Lima.
Echo Alpha, maintain 2000 till established. You're cleared for the ILS, runway 16 approach.
Please welcome me in thanking Brian Rabinowitz, the Eastern Region Archery League winner.
How's that for phraseology, huh? You don't really feel like you do anything out of the ordinary when something like this happens, but I'm extremely honored and humbled to have the opportunity to receive this award. I want to say thank you to my FAC rep and assistant to the RVP of the Eastern Region, Kevin Maney. A big thank you to Paul and Trish and the entire NACA staff for putting the premier aviation safety event together year after year. Thank you to my brothers and sisters back at home at the New York TRACON. Truly the greatest group of controllers I've ever had the pleasure of working with. My beautiful wife of 10 years, who worked 12 hours on her feet yesterday, jumped on an airplane from Kennedy just to share this moment with me. Thank you. I really don't feel like I did something special that day. And as it has been said over and over in the last 15 years in this very stage, I was just doing my job, whether I was getting paid for it or not. We all take a great deal of pride in what we do, as it is evident from the other recipients, and I'm proud to say day in and day out, I'm an air traffic controller at the New York TRACON. In closing, of all the things that I'm thankful for over the last few days, the one thing that means the most to me and that I'll never forget is that I had more than one RDO this week. Thank you.